Yo, what is going on, guys? It's xTkFx here, and welcome to the Leaf Green walkthrough. So this is going to be the very first part. As always, we do have the little introductory sections to get through here. It shouldn't take too long though. I'm hoping to bang it all out in this episode, and then hopefully we can move on to doing all the other cool stuff later on. So this is the blue snowball that you guys are hearing me out of. I said if you guys got 40 likes on with that Wi-Fi battle that I would go out and buy one, and I did go out and spend my hard-earned cash on this blue snowball for you. It is a professional studio condenser microphone, so it better bloody sound good for the price I paid for it. But anyway, that's another matter. So Leaf Green, we're going to jump straight into this. Really cool game. I really enjoy playing Kanto. I always have done. Oh, it's so much fun, guys, honestly. So anyway, here I am going to be a boy, and I am going to name myself pretty much what I always name myself, But I always name myself Little X, Big T, Little K, Big F, and Little X, xTkFx, just because it sounds pretty cool. I should really go into graphics design, like xTkFx. No, probably not. But anyway, gonna go ahead and name myself that, and not really too sure as to what I'm probably gonna name my rival yet. I haven't really given it much thought. I was kind of thinking I would just go with the generic Gary, but after giving it some thought, I kind of thinking, well, that would be okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and name him Dave. And the reason I'm gonna name him Dave is because you guys will know my mate Morgan. He kind of looks like Dave Mustaine from Megadeth, so I'm gonna go ahead and call him Dave, and that should do pretty nicely. Alright, so it's kind of really silly how he forgets his grandson's name. They should have really said, like, would you prefer to call him something else, or is there a nickname, but nope, he just forgets his name, so whatever. But anyway, I did promise you guys this would be an awesome walkthrough, so I'm going to do my best for you. So the first thing we want to do before we jump into absolutely anything, guys, we're going to want to go over here to our computer, or our PC, our P-Sizzle. I'm going to go and grab this potion. Reason being, because that battle, nobody likes to lose that first battle, where you pick your starter Pokemon. So I figure out, hey, I'm just going to go over here and get this potion, and then that means that if he crits us or something later on, we have this potion, so that's cool. So we're going to talk to Mum, and she just basically tells us about Oak next door. But we all know that Oak is not in his lab, so we're going to go over here anyway just to kind of see what's in Dave's house. See his sister, home, all alone, in a bungalow. Kind of scary. But anyway, it's really strange how you go in the house and there's like no upstairs or anything. It's like a bungalow and all there is like a sitting room. It's kind of scary. But anyway, here's Oak. Here's Oak. Which is cool, because now he's going to take us back to his lab. It's kind of scary, like an old man, like, don't go in the grass, come back to my laboratory, I'll look after you. It's really scary. Got like pedophiles going on in this game, but whatever. So he's going to take us back to his lab. It's pretty nice in there, I have to say. I would probably live in there with a sleeping bag if I had the chance. No, I probably wouldn't actually say that. But anyway, here's our rival, and here's Oak, and as you can see, the lovely Pokedex is behind him, which is what we want. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get him just yet, because, Oak just wants to make us do stupid tasks, which I'm sure all of you guys just absolutely love doing at the beginning of every game, because, I love it as well. But anyway, he's telling Dave to be patient here, but we're going to go ahead and grab a poke. Now, if I go with Bulbasaur, Bulbasaur's okay. It's okay. I could go with Squirtle. A Squirtle would be okay. Or, alternatively, I could go with Charmander. Now, I'm going to get a lot of shit for that. So, now, if I go with Bulbasaur, people are going to complain, like, well, nobody ever uses Bulbasaur. If I go with Squirtle, people are going to be like, oh, well, yeah. But, if I go with Charmander, I'm going to get the most hate. Now, I know I'm going to get the most hate for this, but I really like fire types a lot. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Charmander, guys. I really love Charmander. I don't know why, it is my favorite Kanto poke. Oh my god, I love it. I know I'm gonna get hate. It's like, oh, well, this is Leaf Green. You can't choose a fire type, herb derp. But I'm gonna choose it. I'm really sorry. But so most guys do love Charmander, and I'm sure there are loads of guys out there like me who just absolutely love using Charmander. Get so much abuse for it. But guys, really, it's a Charmander. Come on, I love Charmander, man. But anyway, Dave's not going to let us go here without a fight, so we are going to have to battle him. This is exactly why we needed to pick up that potion, because, trouble will be a brewing if we don't. So anyway, we actually have a pretty decent sprite in this game, I just noticed that. But whatever, he's going to lead out with his Squirtle, and we're going to lead out with our Charmander. Now, really, we're not at any kind of disadvantage here, because A, it really does come down to speed and attack power, physical attack power to be precise. Because none of us have any stab moves at the moment. I don't have Ember or Flamethrower or Fire Blast, and he doesn't have Water Gun or, I was going to say Scald then. Doesn't have Water Gun or Bubble Beam or Hydro Pump or anything along those lines. So I'm just going to hit him with a scratch here. I just want to go straight for the direct damage, just because, you know, I feel like there's really no point in tail whipping or growling or doing any of that kind of shenanigans. I mean, I think it was Elo who said he likes to go for 2 growls and then 2 attacks, but you know, that's just not me. I don't really like doing that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to go straight for the scratch and pummel the Squirtle into the ground. Thankfully, he hasn't got a crit yet, which is really nice. You know, it looks like if he doesn't crit me here, nope. Cool, we're going to get off this scot-free. So just really cool that we picked up that potion. We'll definitely be using that later on. You know, that's just going to come in real handy. It's going to be so much fun. So we're going to be able to take this thing down, and alright, we get a level up already, man. That's like, what is that? Wait, how am I going? A level and a half almost. Sweet. So anyway, as you can tell, our rival's going to be a pushover in this game. Kanto was made, not Kanto, sorry, Fire Red was made pretty easy. You know, a lot of people were complaining about Red and Blue, how it took so long to train up your pokes for the Pokemon League, and, you know, all the glitches and everything that were in it. So I think with Fire Red and Leaf Green, they really did try to, try and set things right, and try and make it a decent, you know, a decent game overall. So I think the difficulty's been bumped up, yeah, I think it's been bumped down actually. Anyway, as you saw there, we got a Quirky Nature from my Charmander. Now, as always, I'm going to save up. I always save up, and I cannot stress this to you guys enough. If you're playing along with me, which I really hope you are, if you're playing on an emulator, hold Shift and press F1. Now what that's going to do is it's going to save a state, and that means if for some reason your save file messes up, you can always just press F1 when you go back into the game and it will load you right back up. But the big thing is, guys, if you accidentally press F1 and are not holding Shift, it will revert you back to where you were. So I always like save it on Shift and F1, and then next time I go to save, I Shift and F2, and then I'll go back and Shift and F1 just to make sure. But anyway, as you can see, we're encountering loads of Rattatas here. I really don't mind. Just going to hit and scratch him. It's free experience. And I want to talk to you guys quickly about leveling up. Because if you pick Bulbasaur, Grass is going to be super effective against Rock, our first gym, you know, with Brock in it. So that's a good start. Squirtle's also going to be super effective against the first gym. So that would also be a good choice. However, Charmander is not a very good choice for the first gym because it doesn't learn anything to hit these rock types hard with. So oh, by the way, talk to this guy for a potion. I recommend you do so. So the thing is with Charmander, you're going to need to evolve him. You're going to need to level him up to level 16, where he'll evolve, and he'll actually learn Metal Claw. Now, Steel type moves are super effective against rocks, so, you know, it's a really good place to start with Charmander, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be taking on that gym till I evolve my Charmander, which means, you know, I'm going to have to be battling with him a lot and not be able to catch many pokes to start out with. But hey, you know, I love walkthroughs, and I love starting out with my starter and taking that thing as far as I can possibly go. So, anyway, Pidgeys everywhere. I'm just going to hit him with scratches. I'm just going to hit him with a scratch, whatever. Just going to deal as much damage as I possibly can and then just take it out eventually. That looked like max damage, but, you know, we're going to be able to take that out anyway and level up again up to level 7 already. Sweet. This is awesome, man. He's leveling up pretty quick. Our IVs don't seem too good, though. As you see, we got +1 from everything and then +2. I know EVs, you know, obviously have a great deal to do with when you level up like that, but obviously we're not going to have many EVs because we just started the game, but whatever. But if you guys don't understand IVs or EVs, we'll cover that later on, it's fine. So we're just going to go up and heal up here. For you guys who don't know, I always super speed my heal ups because I kind of find it a little bit monotonous. You know, it does get a little bit tedious throughout the game. So yeah, I guess I'm not going to do it here just because I want to show you guys, but I will be doing it later on, fear not, because, you know, nobody really wants to see that in a walkthrough, you know, they're like, speeding up, which I will be doing in the future, so that's fine. But anyway, now we can go into the mart, and where is this thing? Is it like over here? Yeah, top right, there we go. Alright, so we're going to go in here, and what have we got? We got, we came from Pallet Town with a brand new world to see. We did. Alright, and Oak's parcel is exactly what we needed. So we're going to grab that parcel. We're not even going to say thanks. Screw them, because they're not going to let us buy from the mart until we take this thing back. So we're going to jump over this little ridge here. Going to make our way back down to Pallet Town. We're going to go and see Oak. Man, all this nostalgia makes me so happy, you know. It's like Pallet Town is such a good reference when all you've been playing lately is Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White. I mean, I love those games, I really do, but there's nothing like good old Kanto, you know. For me, Johto, I was never big on Johto, but Kanto is where it's at, man. That's when I first started playing Pokes all those years ago. I was young. I was like, seriously, a little kid when I had my first Game Boy. It wasn't even a color, you know, the big ass chunky things. I remember getting red and blue. And my mum obviously gave me a really good childhood, managed to get red and blue, and you know, Pokemon's been a big part of my life, it always has been. So for me to still be here at 18 years old, narrating and playing through these games. It's really cool that I've still been able to stay in, in contact with my childhood and be able to play these games, as and when. I think it's really cool, I think that when people say, oh, you should have grown out of this by now, I'm kind of like, well, it's not really a case of growing out of it, Pokemon's not just for kids, it's there to, I mean, primarily, yeah, it's made for kids, but just because you're not a kid anymore, it doesn't mean you can't enjoy it, And, I mean, take Scott, for example, Acoustic Kind, how old is Scott now? I know he's over 21, I think, so, for him to still be playing Pokes, I want to be there when I'm 21. I don't want to be like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. It's fun, It's not like I don't have a life, I go out, I skateboard, I go to college, I'm a musician, I do loads of things, but playing Pokes is just something that's there that I do at home when I'm bored. So, Pokemon's always going to be fun to me. But anyway, little rant over, we're going to be able to drop off this parcel right here. And we're actually now going to get our Pokedex, which is super cool, because now we're going to be able to keep documentations on our Pokemon. Going to be able to, follow up where they are, what they look like, how big they are. All the kind of information that we're going to need. So here we go. And this is pretty much essentially where our journey begins. We can't go anywhere without the Pokedex. So, as you notice when you go through the game, a lot of people just give you mad respect for having a Pokedex. They're like, yo, you got a Pokedex and shit? Like, yep. Look at my Pokedex. And that's pretty much, how we get through most of the game. So, I think it's a good start that we get the Pokedex. So, yeah, whatever. But, anyway, he's going to go and do something. He's going to wind us up about us not getting the town map. But we're going to go get it anyway. Why not? We're going to go rob that off his sister. So, in this game, we don't actually get stopped by the assistants. So, that's cool. I mean, I always hated, like, the scripts that stop you from doing everything. But, that's Pokes. So, anyway, here is Dave's house. We're going to go in here. Did I say Gary earlier? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go and rob his sister. We're going to threaten her like, bitch, I'm going to rape you if you don't give me that town map. No, I'm just joking. We're actually going to get the town map for free because Daisy is a very nice person. So, now we can actually go ahead and move on. I'm going to keep this episode fairly short because, I wanted to get all of the really dull and parts in this episode, just because this episode's going to be the one where we can put this episode behind us. I want to get this out of there to introduce the walkthrough a little bit, get you guys used to how I'm going to be interacting with you, and then we can get straight into the exciting stuff. We got Viridian Forest to get through in the next walkthrough part, so that'd be really cool. But here we're going to get stopped by a Pidgey. I really don't mind, Pidgey. Like I said, I really want to level up Charmander as much as possible. I really want to evolve it as soon as. So I'm just going to hit this in with an Ember. Pretty confident it can take it out, but it doesn't, which sucks. God damn. But, we'll easily be able to 2-hit KO it there, so that's absolutely fine. Going to be getting a lot of experience. Level 8 would be super cool if we could get up to level 8 before the end here, but I really don't know if I'm going to be able to find another battle. We'll see. If I get one, I get one. I'm not going to search for it. So, Viridian City. The roads of Viridian City. Such a good song. If you guys don't know that song, go listen to it. Damn. Anyway, here is going to be our next stop at the Pokemon Center. Going to go ahead and heal up our Pokes here. Might as well get it out of the way so that we don't have to do it in future episodes and whatnot. So, we're going to go ahead and heal up, and we're probably going to go ahead and save up here, and I think that will pretty much cover it, guys. So, yeah, that'll pretty much do it. So, going to go on outside here because I pretty much like the scenic stuff. So, as always, guys, gonna save up here. Always recommend you save. And remember, guys, if you're playing along with me on an emulator, Shift and F1. Hold Shift and then press F1. Guys, I don't want you to leave your save files. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.